do you know about Mike Holmes' life? What really happened to him? What is the real shocking truth you don't know? Mike Holmes, host of HGTV's Holmes on Homes, advises homeowners around the world on how to manage renovations, home repairs and maintenance. A contractor who knows the importance of resourcefulness and craftsmanship, his experience in new home construction and sustainable building has garnered him a growing fan base. In 2006, Mike was recognized in Canada's House of Commons for his support for improved building standards and skilled trades. That same year, he also launched a charitable foundation in Canada to support the training of youth in the skilled trades through apprenticeships and scholarships. In addition, Mike and his crew built a remarkable sustainable and hurricane-resistant house in New Orleans as part of Brad Pitt's Make It Right NOLA project. Mike Holmes started off as a contractor in his hometown of Toronto, leading construction crews since he was 19. A twist of fate put him in front of the camera and his world changed, transforming a blunt, opinionated homebuilder into a television phenomenon whose fame extends far beyond his native Canada. In his first and most iconic HGTV series Holmes on Homes, where he rescued harried homeowners by repairing the shoddy work of crappy contractors and amateurish DIY jobs, the Canadian exuded so much personality it could barely be contained within a TV screen. More shows followed, making Holmes a constant presence on television and, in the process, a bona fide celebrity. Among his many accolades, Holmes is a 2012 recipient of the Queen's Diamond Jubilee Medal and was named patron of the Royal Canadian Regiment in 2015. Yet that success has not come without some bumps along the way. To find out more about his journey from Canadian contractor to a hammer-wielding hero of home repair, here's what really happened to Mike Holmes. He was sued for millions by the CEO of his own company. In 2012, the Holmes Group lost one of its three founding members when Brian Quast, who was then CEO, parted ways with the company. According to a news release about his departure, the split was an amicable one. A new CEO, Julius Brinkman, was hired. When he left a mere 2 years later, his exit was far more acrimonious, and actually led him to sue Mike Holmes and two Holmes Group co-directors for a hefty $3.1 million. As the Calgary Herald reported, Brinkman alleged that his contract had been breached when the company failed to pay him 5% of the $15.5 million he'd raised, and also didn't reimburse him for expenses that were reasonably incurred. Other allegations in the suit included claims that Holmes' company had allegedly failed to establish a benefits program in which he could participate, as well as having created a working environment designed to frustrate his efforts. Holmes himself never commented on the lawsuit. Given that the legal action didn't generate any further news reports, it would appear the matter was settled privately outside the courts. Holmes ventured into the coffee business with a bold new partnership. With Mike Holmes' media and construction empire beginning to take shape, in 2006 brought him a huge opportunity. As the Globe and Mail recounted, Nestlé Canada was in the process of launching a new brand of its Nescafé instant coffee and commissioned a poll asking Canadians to name the celebrity they most trusted. Holmes' name was at the top of the list. The company wanted Holmes to be at the center of an advertising campaign for its new product launch. Holmes Group VP of Business Development Mike Quast, however, wasn't sure if Holmes would go for that, given that shilling coffee was a bit out of his wheelhouse. To feel him out, he asked Holmes what kind of coffee he drank. The answer: Nescafé's instant coffee. The ensuing campaign was a massive success, with Holmes' partnership with the company renewed multiple times. Mike Holmes lent a hand in New Orleans after Katrina, all because of Brad Pitt. Mike Holmes lent a hand in the wake of the devastation that Hurricane Katrina unleashed on New Orleans. As Holmes told the Toronto Star, it all started when Brad Pitt founded his Make It Right Foundation, with a mission to build new homes for residents of the lower Ninth Ward whose domiciles had been destroyed. However, there was one issue: Holmes holds the trademark to Make It Right and even has it tattooed on his bicep. Rather than seek an injunction, however, Holmes offered another solution. Pitt could use the name, and Holmes would provide his expertise. He had his vision of doing it when I talked to him, said Holmes. But he knew he didn't know enough about it. That's where Holmes came in, bringing his crew to the Big Easy to rebuild a home, which was filmed and aired as Holmes in New Orleans. Holmes on Homes made Mike Holmes a homegrown hero in his native Canada. As Holmes on Homes maintained its massive popularity with viewers in both Canada and the US, Mike Holmes continued to remain a wildly popular TV presence in his home and native land. In fact, a 2010 feature in Reader's Digest listed him as among the 10 most trusted Canadians. The list put Holmes in some pretty celebrated company. Other Canadians to earn the trust of their fellow citizens included Back to the Future star Michael J. Fox, a native of British Columbia, Queen Elizabeth II, who, while technically isn't Canadian, is the country's constitutional monarch, and celebrated CBC News anchor Peter Mansbridge. In fact, Holmes took the No. 2 spot on the Reader's Digest poll, with the publication noting that his straightforward approach to fixing the botched construction projects of far less competent contractors brings a sense of security that people appreciate. Topping the list, by the way, was Dr. David Suzuki, renowned eco-champion, founder of the David Suzuki Foundation, and the veteran host of The Nature of Things, the long-running CBC nature documentary. Mike Holmes' company was sued for $8 million. Mike Holmes built his reputation on his commitment to quality workmanship with his motto, "Make it right." Holmes has monetized that reputation in a variety of ways, like claiming that certain building products and builders have been Holmes-approved. It was that seal of approval that led to Holmes being caught up in an $8 million lawsuit. A number of Holmes-approved domiciles that were sold to now disgruntled homeowners were bursting with the kind of construction defects that Holmes built a career out of repairing on Holmes and his other TV series. According to a CBC News report, several people who'd purchased newly built homes in the Terracewood development in Meaford, Ontario, construction on the homes involved a perfect storm of errors and neglect by multiple parties. This, the lawsuit alleges, led to a laundry list of problems ranging from severe structural flaws to mold due to leaks. Holmes' company, the Holmes Group, was among numerous parties named in the lawsuit brought about by Tarion, a government-sponsored consumer protection group. Tarion's suit pointed to 14 homes in the Terracewood that, as alleged by the people who purchased them, didn't live up to that Holmes-approved label. Lawyers for the Holmes Group reportedly declined CBC News' request for comment. Meanwhile, the company that built the houses, Third Line Homes, became insolvent in 2019 and blamed Tarion for the company's demise. Though Holmes keeps his romantic life quite private, he is in a long-term relationship. Mike Holmes married his childhood sweetheart, Alexandra Lorex, back in 1982, but they reportedly divorced about 10 years later in the early 90s. These days, Holmes is not super forthcoming with his relationship, but it does seem like he's been in one for quite some time. Holmes' current partner is Anna Zappia. It is unknown if they are married, although she is sometimes credited as his wife. What we know for sure, though, is that the two look happy and make a very cute couple. In 2022, Holmes shared a picture of himself and his raven-haired counterpart on Instagram. Holmes captioned the cute photo, enjoying time in Casale del Mare. This trip has been one of the best things I've done for myself. I am so calm and relaxed. In addition to occasionally appearing on Holmes' Instagram, Zappia has accompanied her beau to events like the 2017 Toronto International Film Festival. So viewers, please like this video and subscribe our channel. Thanks for watching.